So when you look at this case, at prosecutors, did they overcharge in this case?
I do think that they overcharge, especially with the RICO charge. The RICO conspiracy is one of the hardest charges. It's a very complex charge. Now, this district does have a very high conviction rate for RICO charges. But when you look at what they were asking the jury to do, first you have to find unanimous agreement on the predicate crimes. Then they have to agree that there was an enterprise. Remember, the prosecution was alleging it was the bodyguards, the personal assistants, and the chief of staff. That's very hard to do because by virtue of the definition of their jobs, they are to bring you and to do the things you're asking them to do. You also have to show that they agreed. Because I bring you the supplies doesn't necessarily mean that I'm complicit in the crime that you do that I'm unaware of. And I think that's where the jury struggled.
And how did that impact, though, the other charges?
You know, it's interesting. I think that if there wasn't a RICO charge, I think the jury may have convicted on the trafficking. I actually think the overreach, when you tell a jury something and you tell them you're going to deliver it and you're going to show it, if you don't, they lose faith in your argument. So I think that that overreaching impacted the other charges.
All right. Shauna, one last question.
Absolutely.
Denied bail. Were you surprised by that?
Not necessarily. So with the Mann Act, there is a mandatory withholding. They were going to hold him. There are exceptions for that. The defense argued it, but it was very interesting because what the judge said is within your own, the exceptions require two things. One, that you are not a flight risk, and two, that you are not a danger to anyone or others. What the judge said is you've already shown and admitted to the violence, therefore you are a danger. And so they used their own closing arguments against them.